Hey there guys, I'm SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Today I have a special guest joining me.
I am Matt from SLP Adventures, and this is the third time we're trying to do this intro.
Yep. So last time we explored the Gerudo Desert till we got to this point here, so we're ready to head into our next dungeon. I figured, well, why not just have someone join me for a dungeon for once? I haven't done that yet.
Is this Arbiter's grounds?
Yes it is, so let's go inside and start exploring. And here we go, guys. We are entering the Arbiter's grounds, our fourth dungeon. Now this is the first dungeon that we are able to transform into a wolf at will. So because of that, this is going to be the first dungeon from here on out that will start using wolf and human mechanics in its dungeon. Meaning, you're going to have to be a wolf to progress through certain parts, and you're going to have to be a human to progress through certain parts. And I do like how dungeons from here on out will be using this gimmick to its full advantage. Now overall, this dungeon isn't really too bad. Your first time playing it can be a little challenging because in the beginning half of the dungeon, you need to collect these Poes in order to proceed, and if you don't know where the Poes are, you do have a scent to track them down as a wolf, but one or two of them are easy to miss. And besides that little factor, this dungeon really isn't too bad. There will be moments where you can kind of explore a little bit more in the dungeon, but if you do, you won't be able to go too far into it. But it is nice that you can kind of explore the dungeon a little bit and be able to at least see what's up ahead, so that's very nice. Overall, I do like this dungeon. It's the first dungeon we've seen that implements the wolf and human factors in it, which I do like. And overall, it's a pretty easy slash hard dungeon. It's more in the medium ground if you had to say a difficulty. But with that, on with the episode.
Apparently, I'm a bitch, according to Lester.
So here we are, we're in the Arbiter's grounds.
He just ignores it.
Yeah, I'm just ignoring you. That's why I have you along, so I can ignore you. Oh, well, I feel bad for that skull right down to the pit. Yeah, so our fourth dungeon. It's been a while since we've been in dungeon last. But this place, I gotta admit, this is probably one of my more enjoyable dungeons of the game. I do like it a lot.
I actually like this dungeon a lot too, because it has a mixture of all the puzzles that we've seen before, and it's actually really decently well designed, in my opinion.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. And this is the first place we're going to start seeing these stealth foes appear, so yeah, it's going to be fun. Oh, hello, Blue Whoopie. Get out of here.
Although,
I've seen you so many times.
Although they have the worst enemy in the series, in my opinion.
Yeah, there's Redead starting here, too. Luckily, though, there's an easy way to, like, take care of a lot of the Redeads.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. I want to Mortal Draw you. No. Mortal Draw. There we go.
Mortal Draw!
Now, one thing to note when you're in the sand, you will sink if you're standing there. I think if you put on the iron boots, you sink, so I don't know why you would do that, but don't. One nice thing about this dungeon, though, is right here, there's a place for you to go ahead and refill your lantern oil and also, you know, put some in a bottle. Very, very helpful.
Lantern oil. Who would just randomly put that in a dungeon like this?
I don't know, but I'm glad they did. But you want to come over to this room first here, because it has a key. So, we need this obviously to progress.
Spunky!
Oh my gosh, bugs. Hey! If those bugs get on you, you can just turn on your lantern and they'll all go away. Apparently some bugs found their way over here to the door. That's weird. Man, it's dark in here.
Need a lantern.
Playing this on TV that doesn't have good brightness is not a good idea, because you can barely see in this room, even with the light on. There. I'm just ignoring these guys for now, see how many pop up. That's a lot of Stalfos.
That is a lot.
From their own little army, which I can just annihilate in like one spin
army.
attack.
Holy crap.
Yeah, with one spin attack though, they all go down pretty much. Gotta love it. Oh, this room. This room, we're gonna be coming back here a handful of times, but this is very similar to the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time, where we have these four Poes that come out, and they steal the light here, you know, the fire, and it blocks your passageway over to the main part of the dungeon. So very similar to the Forest Temple, although I'm surprised they didn't put this in the actual Forest Temple.
Yeah, because this is more like the main hub of the area, and this is where we get introduced to the Poes.
Well, this is where we get introduced to ones that are more story-driven, because these guys are required. Even though there's 4 here, 3 leave and 1 stays behind for some stupid reason. If I was this Poe, I would have left too, but nope. Apparently this one's not smart like that.
I guess.
Yeah, but these guys, they look different, but that's only because they are related to story. You can't attack them when they're tangible like that, but if they're purple, go ahead and wail on them. So come on, turn purple.
Turn purple.
There you go. And you get 4 free pole souls in here, so technically in the game, you're supposed to have 5 required pole souls by the end. 4 from here, which is easy enough.
Yeah.
That's a 4 for what you need for Giovanni.
Poosh.
Once you defeat one of these required Poes, their lantern breaks and the flame from it returns back to its pedestal here in this room.
Now that's how you unlock the door.
And also light up the place in here. But now we get to learn a new scent, so let's get rid of the scent ability and learn the Poe scent.
Poe scent! Because the Poe scent's the most useful scent.
It's one of the more useful ones, yeah. But over here, I do believe this is the heart piece of the dungeon. Yes, I'm right. And then on the right side is the dungeon map. So 2 useful items here.
How many are there in the game?
What, heart pieces or dungeon maps?
In the dungeon, I'm sorry. I meant to say dungeon. There's just 1?
Heart pieces, there's 2 in each dungeon.
Okay. I'm surprised you didn't do the finishing blow on those.
I was going to, but because it's quicksand there, I don't want to.
Whenever I use the finishing blows on the skulls, I miss, and I get my sword stuck in the ground.
Yeah, I don't like using the finisher on those guys because of that reason. They just love to make you stick your sword in the ground.
I always remember that. Oh.
But if you go ahead, turn back into the wolf and use your senses, you will see that, well, there's a Poe going into this door here, but before doing that, hey, Skull, how's it going? But, we just dig over here, and hello, lever, or switch, or just pull the thing back. Before I forget its name again.
Stairwell.
There's a lot of rumbling on the Wiimote, that's for sure. But you want to come down here first, because I do believe going this way will get you to another Poe. So this is kind of required anyways. You know what, I just want to gulp this guy in this. There you go, it's an instant kill, like I thought.
He's dead. Get transformed back to a human. And now you gotta push the lever here.
Yeah, so that will shift the walls around. Oh, hello! Re-dead!
Freaking
Good
read
tip
it.
about these guys.
Oh, God,
you know what,
damn
actually,
it.
because I talked about this before, let me show off the bomblings. That's what they do. They just charge to the enemy, and there you go. They're actually very useful against re-deads, apparently, but like I said when we got the bomblings, I never use them, so besides demonstrating it, I'm not going to be using bomblings at all. But that gets you a small key, which you do kinda need.
Yeah, you need that. You need that key.
But before leaving the room, there's this little opening up here where you actually want to hookshot your way up, because doing so leads you to a room that has a Poe. This is easy to forget about. It really is. In fact, my first time playing, I think I missed this Poe.
You missed this, Poe?
Because the first time you play, they do direct you to this area, but if you miss it by descent, then, well, it could be kind of annoying.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And this guy actually likes to hide in with a crowd of bones and other lanterns. It's different.
Boom!
Unlike other Poes, these guys won't get taken down just one shot from your little engulfing attack. They take 2. Minor difference, but
Yeah.
still doesn't matter to me. But hey, we got 20 Pole Souls, so next time we're in Hyrule Castle Town, we're gonna go ahead, see Giovanni, and get our first reward. But there's still a lot more to go. We still have 40 more if we want to get every single last one. How fun that will be. Especially because I'm already losing track on my list. have 17 of 19 on the list before starting this. That's not good. That's the one thing I was fearing the most about this playthrough. It really was. Me losing track of which pose I got and which ones I haven't.
Yeah, that's really hard. Push the lever!
I can keep track more of the hard pieces because I know where most of them are in this game now, but the pose? Not really. Because I barely ever go for the pose. I just go in for 20 if I go for them. So I never remember where all of them are. That's going to make it hard for me to keep track. And there you go, 2 flames. Don't headbutt the wall, Link. Slowing us down. I do like, though, nice little cosmetic thing, but I do like how if you're a wolf, Minnow actually pushed the door up with her hand. That's a nice little cosmetic kind of
I thought
thing.
that was funny too. Yeah, it's like, how do you open the door of the wolf?
Yeah. But this is the first dungeon where we are able to transform into a wolf as we please, so of course they're going to use that gimmick later on. Especially in later dungeons, they use that like mad.
Mm-hmm. They make you want to switch over to wolf all the time.
Pretty much. I'm just trying to remember if I can do this room right now. I think we can. Oh, jeez. I don't know why, but I'm thinking for some reason we can't do this room, but no, we can. I don't know why I'm thinking otherwise. I cannot speak. This room just looks like another room that, that's on the other side of that main passageway.
Yeah.
It's very similar at first, so it threw me
wait
off.
Wait a second. I gotta remember. What is the item that we get? Oh, wait. Oh, I remember now.
Nah, yeah, you remember. We'll get to it when we get to it, so I'm not gonna say it just yet, but it's a good thing you remember.
I remember now. It's a meh item for me.
It's not the most useful item. But most of the items in this game are in that category anyway, so that's not saying much.
Yeah, they're not. That's not saying much at all. Okay, this puzzle's kind of too, so you have to make sure. Oh, I forgot. Does that squish you if you don't have enough time?
Yeah, it does. It doesn't count as an instant death, but it does put you back in the door you entered in.
Yeah.
But here we go. We got the compass. I think I actually missed this compass a couple times playing because I just, for some odd reason, don't open that chest. Even though, the compass isn't required, it just is an easy thing to miss.
Yeah, and honestly, it's not that big of a deal if you miss it.
Not really. It's always nice to have, anyways. If I'm not mistaken, isn't there a re-dead in here? Isn't there?
You know what re-dead's
right.
really scared the crap out of me is... Well, the re-deads from Wind Waker scared the crap out of me all the time. I don't know why.
At first they did when I played the game, and nowadays I just don't like them because they always freeze me in the worst kind of places. So because of that, I can barely ever hit them. Very annoying.
Here we go.
Oh, I remember this room. This room is where I missed the other required Poe. But that's because if you don't use your senses, it actually is kind of hard to find.
Yeah, and then the Stalfos army.
And a re-dead behind them.
I forgot there's a re-dead scream in this one.
Their scream isn't that scary. It's hard to... I'm trying to remember it. You know what? Let's just go ahead and have them scream. Okay, it's a little different from what they do in Wind Waker, but they stun you actually for a very long time, and it's hard to get out of the way. So it's best not to get in their line of sight. And just use a bomb arrow trick, or if you have bombings and actually feel like using them,
arrows kill those guys easily.
2 shots and they're dead. And with a later upgrade, later item, that item can kill them in 1 shot. Which I'll be using quite a lot next time we see them.
Item you're talking about.
Yeah.
Ooh, tell me. I know what item you're talking about. It's the item of the next dungeon.
Pretty much, actually.
This game has a lot of freaking dungeons.
Compared to Ocarina of Time and A Link to the Past, this game does have a lot of dungeons. It's just like those 2 games. Which I do like, because I always enjoy the dungeons in the Zelda game the most. But I still do enjoy the side quests just as much. Which is why I also like Majora's Mask so much, too.
Boom. Kill the Poe! Kill the Poe!
Gonna get my postal. Or postal. So there we go, 3. wish we can skip past that animation by now, because we've already seen it 300 times, I mean 200 times. Getting ahead of myself. But once we get all these Poes, we'll pretty much be halfway through the dungeon, and this kind of goes by fast. Now this room kind of freaked me out the first time I played, not in a scare way, but more of just, it caught me off guard. Once you get the small key, it goes dark. But then you're climbing and everything, it looks fine. Then you start to slow down, even though it's not happening to me. I kind of want to slow down. There you go. And Minda's freaking out. That freaked me out the first time I played, because I wasn't expecting all the
that
rats.
That just freaks me out in general. When you find out why Minda's freaking out, you turn it on and you see all those guys, you're like, oh my god! Rats! Rats!
Rats! Get Truly Nolan!
Rats! Invisible rats!
Get Truly Nolan! Get the rat car down here.
Jump.
I always hated that part of the room because my first couple times playing, I rushed it, and you fall off extremely easy if you rush it.
Yeah.
Don't like how narrow that passage is there on that chandelier.
And then you have to climb all the way back.
Pretty much.
Okay. Whoa!
Once we get over here, once we push this block into place, then we don't have to take that top route anymore, which is a good thing. Now, I'm trying to remember, is the treasure chest over here just rupees? I think it is. Because if it is, well, it's not really important. No, I hate these enemies that pop up in this room the most. Because whenever I'm pulling that switch, they'll go and bite me.
They'll always come up, yeah. I know exactly what you mean. Ugh.
Very, very annoying.
Here he's coming, he's gonna jump up. He's gonna jump up.
I'm so glad he can't see me yet.
Hi Link, I want you as a snack.
I'm gonna rush
Hi,
over
Link.
here and try to get this, and then rush right back. So let's hope this is actually some... Nope, never mind. I don't have to finish that sentence. That was not worth it. Oh wow, I made it anyways. Nice. So you have to go in the center of that just to get through. Once you do, well, that'll take you over into this part, which has the final Poe in here.
The final Poe.
And this is where they introduce the actual Stalfos.
Poe down. It's the final Poe down. Uh-oh.
Oh, hello,
Read that.
Stalfos. No, Stalfos.
Oh, it's just...
Now, I like what they did with these guys. They're very similar to the ones in Link to the Past, where you can't kill them. You can only destroy them with a bomb. So, a very nice and easy trick against these guys. Bomb arrows. Because they die in one shot from a bomb, and you don't even have to get near them if you use a bomb arrow. It's ridiculous how easy they are.
If you wanted to fight him legitimately, use shield attack, and then do the slice off the head jump attack.
Yeah, the helm splitter, or if you can, just try and pull off a back slice, because you could hit them from a back slice potentially. Now this room's interesting. If you get this wrong, well, they lock the door and there's a bunch of enemies coming, but in the Wii version, you just light the main torch and light the right one. If this was the GameCube, just flip it. It's very easy. In fact, I got this on my first try without even knowing it. It's that easy.
I think I did too. I think I did too, honestly. I had the Wii. I have a Wii. I have the Wii version. I can't talk today. Apparently, I can't spell today because I had one of those moments where I couldn't even spell my own name.
Wow.
Wow, I know. Wow.
Yeah, that's one of those.
F you, Poe.
Now this Poe is exactly the same as the one Poe, the purple Poe, final Poe in the Forest Temple from Ocarina of Time, because it splits into 4. And you gotta play a little guessing game, or just wait for it to stop, and then pick the one that's highlighted. Yes, I get it. You're spinning all around me. Okay, now let's see. Gotcha. If you still, engulf them in your attack, it still takes 2 shots. So really, this is just an extra gimmick. It just takes longer. If you just stand here and just watch Minda and Link's head just keep on turning left and right, it's funny. You gotta be kidding me. I actually got hit from that? Wow. Alright, come on. Change colors. I don't have all day here.
And which one's purple? You're our
Oh, there we
lucky man.
go. I don't know what happened there, but at least I got the Poe. I'll take it. So there you go, that's the final one.
Postal.
So we don't have to worry about these guys anymore. Now that was just 4 Poes that they just hand you in this dungeon, but after this dungeon, we will be seeing more Poes in the dungeon, but there will only be 2 Poes in each one, just like the heart pieces, so it's more manageable. But at the same time, they don't tell you where they all are, so it is maybe a little more difficult at times, but it's still not hard.
Oh, I know it's 100% purposes, Lester, but are you doing that challenge?
Which one you mean? The one where that cave where the bridge is?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Okay.
Although I'm debating how I did that because...
You have to, because there's 2 postals down there.
Yeah, but I'm debating how I'm going to do that because I did a challenge video that, like, back in 2011, so I'm thinking maybe I should just speed it up and just link people to that, or just still do it officially. I'm still debating it.
It's up to you, eventually. It's pretty much up to you.
But we open up pretty much the second half of the dungeon here. We got a good amount of progress in this dungeon so far, so I'm going to go ahead and stop it here, guys. So, next time on Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, we'll continue on more into the Arbiter grounds. So, I'm SonicGhost.
And I am Matthew from Hats Out the Adventure.
And we'll see you guys next time. Hey there guys, I am SonicGhost and welcome back to some more Let's Play Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Today I'm gonna have a special
I am Matt from Hats. God damn it, Lester. I was gone with it.